everyone, for OneWrestling.com. This is Bill Apter. Welcome to the Apter Chat here on Face to Face. Today, face to face with a man you probably never heard of, but his cause is very dear to my heart. Plus, he's a former New Yorker, currently living in, where are we Skyping? From Philadelphia to where?
Tillamook, Oregon.
Wow. Wow, that's great. All through the Skype airwaves here to bring you here. And Mr. Bob Pagani, we're really glad to have you here. And this cause, that's very serious and very important. Why don't you let these people know why you are on the Apter Chat?
Well, people, I'm sure, are familiar with Andy Kaufman, the comedian. Yes. He was on Taxi.
He played Latka. He played Latka on Taxi.
Latka on Taxi, correct. And as it turns out, both you and I, Bill, were friends of his.
Correct.
Before his death in 1984. And strangely, I found out recently from you that we both have a direct connection to his involvement with Jerry Lawler.
Absolutely.
I was with him the night it was suggested to him by somebody who worked for Vince McMahon that he get in touch with Lawler about doing something with Mid-South Wrestling, and you were the guy who actually put him in touch with Lawler.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And most people will know where that went from there. You know, the crazy stuff on Letterman.
I mean, it's still Comedy Central runs it like every few weeks. It's a cult. It has a cult following.
What, I'm From Hollywood, that movie, or the movie about him, Man on the Moon?
Neither, just the thing that the Letterman clips.
Oh, yeah. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I actually talked to him the day after that. I think he was at an airport in Atlanta or something, and he called me, and we were talking about that, and he was still in character, bitching about Lawler knocking him out of the chair and the whole thing, because Andy was committed.
Well, I was there.
No actor ever was.
I was there, as you know. I did the photographs along with Craig Peters. We photographed that entire Letterman show.
Oh wow! Okay, yeah, that was a wild night. And if anybody's seen Man on the Moon, I think Carrey does a real great recreation of that.
Oh, Jim Carrey is scary. Absolutely scary.
I've seen that movie maybe 3 times, and every time I watch it, I literally get goosebumps from how perfectly Carrey has Andy's voice down.
Yeah.
It's just, and his facial gestures. It's just.
Oh, and his body movement, just the way Andy walked.
Yeah. The weird, just the odd little things he did when he moved. But the cause that you and I are both involved in here, along with some other people, is to try to get Andy inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Now you have come up with this cause, and you've enlisted me in what you call Andy's Army.
Correct. And it's also another friend of mine named Kurt Clendenin down in L.A., and he's been doing amazing stuff to get the word out about this, and we're dead serious about it. I mean, you know, if Drew Carey could be in the Hall of Fame, how is Andy Kaufman not in the Hall of Fame? And what did Drew appear on 2 Raw episodes or something? I mean, Andy did more to... And to this day, Jerry Lawler, as you know, says that he wouldn't be where he is today in the business if it wasn't for Andy.
Yes.
He was not known outside of Memphis, really, in the 80s. So we would like to get him into the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame, which, of course, happens the night before WrestleMania. I think April 5th. I think it is.
We're talking about the night before WrestleMania, which is April 5th, which is April 4th, Friday.
April 4th.
No.
Correct.
Okay, hold on, fans. Let's get the calendar out here. And this is extremely confusing. The 5th is actually when the Hall of Fame will take place.
Okay,
the 6th is WrestleMania.
The 6th is WrestleMania. The 5th is the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Correct.
And
which I know off the top of my head, but now that I'm looking here,
right, I know. So if we can, I would love to get him in there. I think it's deserved. It's also the 30th anniversary of his passing this year.
Well, keep in mind, it has it. We're taping this on January 21st,
right,
2014.
Correct.
So they haven't announced yet who's going into the celebrity wing. It could be him.
I hope so. I mean, the only person they've announced so far is Ultimate Warrior. And they haven't done any other announcements. So
yes.
To come. Right.
Yeah. I have a feeling, and I hope that Jake Roberts is going in this year.
Boy, talk about another guy who belongs in there. I mean, you know, I've been watching some of his old promos on YouTube. that's wow. They're just
Oh, I know.
they're just
I know.
amazing.
Check
It's
out some of
incredible.
the old Pro Wrestling Illustrated interviews on YouTube that Jake did when he was a member of the Legion of Doom with Craig Peters and I. They're also pretty classic.
He says they used to call him One Take Jake because
Yeah.
he would nail it so well. When I was a manager back in the 80s, like knocking around the Allentown, Pennsylvania area, that was what I was good at because I was a radio guy.
Yeah.
I was good at promos. Everything else, you know. But
You
promos
could have
I
been
could knock out.
you could have been Jerry Blavitt, huh?
You know, I could have been something.
Yeah.
I just didn't know anything about the business.
But in the meantime, what
Just-
you can be, is the guy that wants to take everybody's hand and lead them to the Hall of Fame induction of Andy Kaufman. So how do people do this?
Real simple. Go on Facebook and look for Andy Kaufman. There's an account that we're running, and anything you need to know about is on there. There's a promo video of an animated drill sergeant that I voiced, and it'll tell you who to nag at WWE to try to get this done. Well, politely nag.
Yeah.
Don't
And if
be
not,
rude.
if not this year, hopefully next year. I mean,
Yeah, this year's the one because of the anniversary of his death, and
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
the stars have aligned on this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
So this would be the year to get this done, really.
Okay. All right. So once again, Facebook, look up Andy Kaufman.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, how do you pronounce his last name?
I say Kaufman.
Yeah, you see,
I'm
being a
from the
New
Bronx.
Yorker, I say Kaufman.
Yeah, I don't know. You know?
Thank you very much. What was
Thank
your
you very
favorite?
much.
What was your favorite Andy Kaufman moment of all time?
Well, because of the weird circumstances, the night that I met him, 45 minutes after I met him, I ended up doing a live show on public access cable in New York City after the first time we ever laid eyes on each other. And so, it's kind of a personal moment. But that video of that is floating around, too, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Really over the top. He ended up wrestling a girl at his parents' feet. His parents were on the show too, and he ended up wrestling her literally.
I've seen that. Oh, yes, I've seen
Okay.
that.
Black and
It's
white?
amazing. Yeah, amazing video.
Yeah, it was April 81.
Okay.
I think April
amazing
21st,
video.
I think.
Amazing
So,
video. Well,
it's bizarre.
thank you for being the man in charge of trying to get us all rallied here.
Well, thank you for hosting me, and get the word out, please, because
We
you're
will.
an influential
We will.
guy. People respect you, and that'll really help.
Well, I appreciate that. And as Andy would say, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bill
Correct.
Apter with Bob Pagani, and somewhere out there, Andy Kaufman. And maybe this year will be his year to go into the WWE Hall of Fame. And if not, you know what? We love him, the fans love him, and he'll get his recognition down the line.
If there's a God in heaven, yeah, he should.